LinkedIn. Just want to do a really quick video on a post that I shared yesterday morning, and the post is called "Most Custom Experience Transformations Fail." Yeah, it's quite dramatic, isn't it? But sadly, it is true. McKinsey have done loads of research over the last few years, and they've found that 30% of digital and custom experience transformations actually succeed. So that leaves 70% that fail. So why is it, and what can we do about it? I think the first thing to say is that it's actually really difficult to do, and you can't transform your customer experience without transforming your organization. Those two things are joined at the hip, and this is really where most CX transformations go wrong, and they set themselves up for failure before they've even started. And from my experience, this is because they tend to fall into one of these four buckets. So the first bucket is they approach the CX transformation in a very narrow and siloed way. So I kind of call that vertical, rather than a kind of integrated, organizational wide, horizontal approach. And I'll go through that in a bit more detail on the fourth bucket. The second reason is organizations misinterpret CX transformations when actually, when you get under the skin of it, it's actually just a customer service improvement project. And there's a time and place for that. I'm not dissing it at all, but it really is quite tactical, and you really miss the mark on addressing those deeper systemic issues that are impacting the kind of end-to-end experience. The third bucket is a lack of senior leadership buy-in. Without this, securing resources is almost impossible. And when the program gets tough, it will start to wobble, it will fall over, and it will fail. And then the fourth bucket, which links back to the first one, is organizations who mix up the tools for the goal. So let me just talk through that a little bit more. So the tools are things like digital, technology, culture, process. They're the enablers, and they're the key things that you need to bring together and integrate into a unified strategy that enhances the customer experience. And this is where organizations go wrong. And I've seen it quite a bit in the last couple of years, where there's a big transformation program, and you've got the digital program, you've got the data program, the customer experience program, the tech and the culture program, that are all quite siloed and don't properly join up into something unified. And organizations need to really understand what are the tools, the enablers, and what are the outcomes that we're looking for. And this really links really well to the fact that customer experience is an outcome, and that's the best way to describe it. And it's only achievable when the entire organization aligns its culture, understands its customers, integrates the technology and processes to deliver the designed customer journeys that you want. So here are a couple of pointers to kind of set yourself up for success. The first one is be horizontal and not vertical. The second one is around bringing together all of your enablers, so your digital, your technology, process, and people, and unify that underneath the customer experience transformation program. Secure an executive sponsor, otherwise it's going to fail. Get every part of the organization involved, engaged. Make sure you've got the capacity and capability to deliver. And finally, just have a really clear and compelling why you need to transform. Really tell the story and create that kind of compelling, urgent change story that gets the organization ignited and fired up. So yeah, I'd love to hear your experience with CX transformations. What approaches have you found effective? Are you in the 30%? Are you in the 70%? Kind of please share your kind of thoughts and stuff in the comments. I've put a link in the comments to my post from yesterday, so give it a like and a share. And again, would love to hear kind of your thoughts and comments.